Welcome back. Another episode of Casey Campbell's Videocast right here and right now. I'm Casey Campbell here with Great Lakes Post, and we are now joined by Pierce Walsh of Bennett Academy. Of course, talking to some Illinois football players just to see what they're all up to when there's no football going on. What's been going on, man?
Not much, just getting ready for hopefully season in the spring. Just going to school, every other day, and just trying to stay positive and keep up with lifting and all the stuff that we can do.
Now, you guys are practicing. Of course, the state of Illinois and the IHSA has given you guys 20 practices throughout maybe the next few weeks. How are you guys handling them?
So we go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we'll have our offense out there, and then we'll have our defense out there sometimes. Defense is like shaky, and then the linemen pretty much are just lifting. So we do like 7-on-7s, 1-on-1s, team stuff, like with what we can do, because we can't like touch each other or anything. So we have helmets on, but there's no shoulder pads because we can't hit. But yeah, that's basically it.
So, how's that been going, and where do you mean, is it weird not seeing all these other states play football and you're not?
Yeah, it's weird. I feel bad for my seniors, the seniors on our team, but because some of them are just like they need a season right now so they can get a scholarship or an offer or something for college. But yeah, it's just tough. It's weird. Like Friday nights, sometimes you're just like, what? I'm supposed to be playing the game right now.
Do you get that weird feeling? It's like when you're stuck at home on a Friday night?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I don't like it. Should be out there playing games.
Yeah. So what have you been doing with your time to make sure that, for a lot of people, you don't really know how much you miss it until it's taken away from you. How much?
Yeah. So I'm trying to just stay positive, stay positive that we're going to eventually have a season in the spring. And then 2, just like every increment, just like going full out during 7-on-7s or 1-on-1s, because that's all we can do. So that gives me a little glimpse of football. And then, I'm watching football all the time. And I'm also like taking my eyes away from football. Like, love playing bags, love doing other things like other hobbies. Love being with family. But yeah, it's just tough. Missing it. I just miss it.
Just so you're a wide receiver, may transition to be a tight end. But how has that been working out?
So I think it's been going good. Like, I've been playing receiver like all my life. I've been playing football since like 3rd grade. So I'm playing receiver all my life, and I don't know. I know the position pretty well. Just always working though. Always working. Always just trying to get better and learn as much as I can from my coaches and my teammates.
Yeah. You're only a sophomore. You were on varsity when you were a freshman. That doesn't happen too often. What did you learn that year?
I learned basically I learned everything that you would learn as a junior when you go up there. And I think that I also had an older brother that played, so it was also really cool because I knew a lot of his friends. So all those guys were welcoming, and they just like took me in with open arms, and the coaches were all nice to me, and it was pretty sweet. You got to battle, you got to fight for a starting position, especially when you're a freshman. Didn't end up starting till about 4th game of the season. So, but yeah, I just learned that just stay positive, and when you do something wrong, you got to get up and get to the next play. You can't just mourn on it or anything.
Yeah. So, it's looking like there probably isn't going to be, because as all these other states come back, starting to get to the point where, if you were to come back, now is the time to do it. But looks like it's not going to happen. Looking forward to starting in, February. Is it going to be weird playing in February and March? But is it, and do you know if that will even happen.
Well, I mean, nobody really knows what's really going on. I feel like it's going to be all game time decision when we get to February. See how it is. If we can go, we can go. If we can't, then a lot of people are not going to be happy, and I just don't think that the governor is just going to let us or anything. But yeah, so it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. If we do play, it's going to be weird because it's just, I mean, it's going to be a new different aspect. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be pretty cool. But I also think that it's going to be very, I don't know how you say it, like very, very odd, very, very odd, very odd. Because it's cold already. Then you're going to get to the little bit of warmth. Like that's just weird. Because it's supposed to be football, get to the playoffs. It's cold, crowd's roaring. There's going to be no crowd. I don't know. It's going to be tough. But hopefully we can even play.
Yeah. You know, so you're going to school every other day. A lot of schools in Illinois, from what I've been told, are online only. What's
Yeah.
it been like for you to go back to school, like in person?
So going back to school I think it was a good thing because you see your teachers, you interact with your teachers. I mean, with what friends you do have at school. So like we have our every other days, so we'll have it split up. So I only go with students that are my last name. So, or not my last name, but L through Z, because my last name is Walsh. So I only go with like half the students in my class. And so, I mean, I could see my friends then, but we're always wearing a mask, socially distancing, just the usual COVID stuff, and hand sanitizing everywhere. And it's just weird, but I think it's good because you get to interact with your teachers and ask questions, especially when you need help.
Yeah. All right, Pierce Walsh, thank you so much. Good luck with the rest of the remaining practices that you do have, and hopefully you guys do get back out there in February.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.